Hi friends, welcome to SGK English for Rattrap Part 3. Yes, in Part 1 we saw the warm reception that our Rattrap peddler received. When he went to a cottage and old farmer was there, and the welcome that he received which was quite against his expectation. Second part we saw how he was received by the iron master. Actually, he was mistaken for his old comrade, old co-worker. Anyhow, he accepted it. He did not try to correct him, but he was unwilling to go to his house, Manor, his bungalow. But the iron master sent his daughter to persuade him, convince him to go to his house to celebrate Christmas. And the daughter came, Yetla, she was so polite, and the peddler felt confidence in her, and he thought that there is nothing wrong going with her, because he felt quite confident that, and she told him also that he could leave at any moment if he wants to. Nothing wrong in that, and no danger in that. Up to there that we had seen in the first two parts. Now we are coming to the last part of our story. Okay, so before beginning the lesson, let me request you to subscribe if you have not, and give me a like please, and support me and enable the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. At the same time, I request you to watch and go through sgkenglish.com. Questions are there, short answers are there, essays also are there. I will give the link of that sgkenglish.com chapter, that topic at the description box. Please go through the answers also. Possible short answers as well as essays are given in sgkenglish.com. Okay, now come to our today third part, last part of our lesson. Page number 38. Last part. Okay. So, but while he was riding up to the Manor house, I told you in the last video, Manor house means a house with some land around, bungalow. Okay. He had evil forebodings, evil thoughts came to his mind. Why is it dangerous to go there? Whether he would be in danger, because in his pocket there is that money, stolen money, 30 kronor. Yes, why the devil did I take that fellow's money? He was doubting himself. Why did I take? It was wrong from my part, take that money from that fellow. Now I am sitting in a trap. Yes, an idea came to his mind that the whole world is a trap. Now he is caught in a trap and will never get out of it. I would never be able to get out from this trap because the stolen money is there in my pocket. That's the danger is that. The danger is that he carries with him 30 kronor, that is stolen money. If caught, he will be put into prison, imprisoned, jailed. He will be a criminal. Once a criminal, always a criminal. His life will be spoiled. The next day was Christmas Eve, and when the iron master came, Christmas Eve means 24th evening. Christmas morning means 25th morning. Okay, na? Because Christmas night, you see, middle of the night, it is being celebrated, the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, so and when the iron master came into the dining room for breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade. Regiment in the military, comrade, co-worker, okay, whom he had run across so unexpectedly. Run across means met with, whom he had met with quite unexpectedly. First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones. He is so kind that he has some flesh on his bones, only skin, skeleton. So let him eat something heavy, and let us serve him. Let him eat something heavy and let there be some flesh on his body. Said his daughter, who was busy at the table, arranging the table, breakfast table. And then we must see that he gets something else to do than run around the country selling rat traps. We will get him settled, find him a job for him. We will find. There is people now, they can do that. Find him a job somewhere instead of wandering around the world with a chain of rat traps. Okay, now. So let us serve him nicely. Let him eat something. My friend, old comrade, my comrade, co-worker, fellow. Once upon a time he was well settled. He was in the military, but he resigned and went, thought the headmaster, and said, let him have some flesh on his body. Afterwards, we would think of giving him a job. Let him not wander around the country selling rat traps. Nice opportunity for him. It is queer the cure, means strange, that things have gone downhill with him as badly as that. Yes, things were moving from bad to worse. His condition is very poor. She very sorry for that. Said the daughter, last night I did not think there was anything about him to show that he had once been an educated man. See, I couldn't believe that, he was once upon a time an educated man. How badly his condition has changed. See, his condition has changed so bad. Okay, now. So, I could not imagine that he was such an educated man once upon a time. You must have patience, my little girl, said the father. Have patience, don't worry. Let there be a change. We'll see to it that he changes sooner or later. Okay, as soon as he gets clean and dressed up, now he just like a beggar now. See, once he gets, shaving, cutting, bathing, and changing the dress, just like a beggar. So, do you have some change? Okay. You will see something different. You are going to see something different now. Why? Because he's just like a beggar. He's a beggar actually. With the dirty clothes all around, with no cutting, shaving, bathing, nothing is there. Once he does all these things, he will be a different man. Last night he was naturally embarrassed. Of course, yesterday night he might have been embarrassed, surprised and shocked, bewildered to get himself accommodated in such a condition. Okay, the tramp manners will fall away from him with the tramp clothes. Once he gets himself freed from tramp clothes, tramp is one who wanders from place to place. Wanderer, beggar also. Okay, na? So once the tramp dress is removed and he gets cleaned, washed and dressed, so he will become a different man. Yes. Just as he said this, the door opened and the stranger entered. As he was telling this to his daughter, the stranger, the rat trap peddler entered there. Yes, now he is truly clean and well dressed. Look at him. He came with all the good manners, good dress and all. See, bathed him, the wallet, means servant, had bathed him, cut his hair and shaved him. Gave him nice bath, nice shaving, nice cutting, shaving. Moreover, he was dressed in a good-looking suit of clothes which belonged to the iron master. He was given a pair of dress. A set of dress. Okay, not pair. Okay, set of dress, which was worn by the iron master. Pair means two, no? That's why a set of dress. He wore a white shirt and starched collar and whole shoes, a pair of shoes, of course. Okay, now he was wearing a new set of dress of the iron master, including shoes. But although his guest was now so well groomed, well dressed, the iron master did not seem pleased. But the iron master was not that happy. He looked at him with, puckered brow, means wrinkled brow, means raising the eyes, your brows will have some wrinkles. That means looking with a doubt. Now he looked very closely towards the stranger. You see? And it was easy to understand that when he had seen the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection from the furnace, he might have made a mistake. It is quite natural that during the night he was standing very near to the furnace and the light was reflecting on his face and he was not seen very properly. The glare of that fire he was seen, but he was mistaken. Now the real man is exposed. In what way? cutting, shaving, bathing, new set of dress he is wearing. So he understood that he was mistaken yesterday. The ironmaster realized that, what he realized? He was mistaken yesterday. On the previous day, he found a stranger, something like a beggar, but he mistook the man for his old comrade. But now, in the pure light of the day, the man is exposed and he is not his old comrade. Yes, but that now, when he stood there in broad daylight, not in the night, broad daylight, it was impossible to mistake him for an old acquaintance. Acquaintance means familiar person. Familiar person. There was no chance of getting mistaken for an old comrade. Yesterday during the night, near the furnace, he was mistaken for an old comrade, but today there is no chance of getting him mistaken. So there is no chance of getting mistaken. In the broad daylight he was standing. And that also after nice bathing, shaving, etc. and etc. What does this mean? He thundered. What does it mean? What does it mean? The stranger made no attempt to dissimulate. Means conceal deception. He understood that he is found out. He did not try to say more lies. Trying to prove one lie as truth, he had to say 100 lies. He simply did not try to prove himself to be his old comrade. See, dissimulate means conceal deception. He did not try to conceal the deception. He saw at once that the splendor had come to an end. All the glory of being his comrade has come to an end. He is found out. He is simply a peddler, a rat-trap peddler, a seller. It is not my fault, sir, he said. Not my fault. Why? I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader. I never tried to be a rich man or a military man. I never. You only asked me to do that. But I pleaded and begged to be allowed to stay in the forge near the furnace. Okay, I just requested you a permission to remain. In that furnace to get a shelter to spend the night. That's all. But no harm has been done. But I have done nothing wrong. I have not taken anything valuable from your house or something like that. At worst, I can put on my rags again and go away. What can happen? Give me my old clothes, beggar's clothes. I will wear that. I will go away. I don't need your hospitality, dinner or celebration. I am going away. That's all. I have done no wrong. You mistook me for somebody else. I don't know. I was simply a peddler. I just came for shelter and you have mistaken. You misunderstood me. That's all. I will take my old clothes and I will walk away. That's all. Problem solved. Well, said the ironmaster, hesitating a little. It was not quite honest either. You should have told me, no. You are not my old comrade. It's not honest from your part. You must admit that I should not be surprised if the sheriff would like to have something to say in the matter. Sheriff means police inspector, sub-inspector of police maybe. Something like that. Okay, na? Same post. Okay, the police will have something to say about this matter. They will come. I'm going to get you arrested. You see? For cheating me. You cheated me now. You came yesterday, spent your day here. You are a beggar. Pretending that you are my old comrade. You could have told me that. No, I am a beggar, I am a beggar, I am a beggar. You could have told me that. You did not tell me that. The tramp took a step forward and struck the table with his fist. He was terribly angry. He told that he is not coming to the house. He was compelled to come. First father, then daughter. They came and forced him to come here, and now they say that he is going to be arrested. He was so angry, he took his fist, like this, and he beat at that table. He crushed his fist and beat at the table. Now I am going to tell you, Miss Ironmaster, I will tell you something. How things are. This whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. Do you know one thing, Mr. Ironmaster? The entire world is nothing but a rat trap. All the good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese, rinds and bits of pork. All the good things offered to you are just bait. Cheese and bits of pork is that food offered as a bait in the rat trap. getting the smell of cheese, rats will come and go into that trap, and they will bite at the piece of pork. The trap is closed. He can never escape from that. Yes, the good things that you receive in this world is all bait for you to be caught in a trap. Set out to drag a poor fellow, into trouble. And if the sheriff comes now and locks me up for this, then you, Iron Master, if the police inspector comes here and gets me arrested and lock me in prison, I tell you, Mr. Iron Master, that a day may come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork, and then you will get caught in the trap. There will come a day, I curse you, Mr. Iron Master, there will come a day for you. You are caught in a trap from where you would never get out. The Iron Master began to laugh. Nice philosophy, He never thought like this. The entire world is a trap, rat trap. And you will be caught one day or another, today or tomorrow. Everyone will be caught in a rat trap. And the good things that you receive are nothing but a baits to be, in order to be caught in a trap. He liked that philosophy, and he began laughing like a wonderful Mr. Peddler. That was not so badly said. Not so bad means very good. Nicely said. Nice philosophy. My good fellow, perhaps we should let the sheriff alone on Christmas Eve. Yes, that is right. Now, why should we disturb the police inspector on this Christmas evening? He will be very busy maintaining law and order. And above all, this is not a big matter. He has not stolen anything or something like that. Misunderstood identity, that's all. But now get out of here as fast as you can. Anyhow, I have found out that you are a cheat. You are not my old comrade. Get out. But just as the man was opening the door, the daughter said, as he was opening the door for going out, the daughter said, I think he ought to stay with us today, father. No, let us not send him out. Let him be with us for today, at least for one day. I don't want him to go. And with that she went and closed the door. She did not allow the man to go out. What the world are you doing? What are you doing? Father asked. The daughter stood there quite embarrassed and hardly knew what to answer. What to say? That morning she had felt so happy when she thought how homely that Christmassy she was going to make things for the poor hungry wretch. When you do something good, you feel some happiness. The real happiness you get not when you receive but when you give. Not when you receive but when you give. Isn't it so? I repeat, not when you receive but when you give. Yes, when you are receiving, your hand is down. When you are giving, your hand is up. Is it not so? You are all one step ahead of those who are, receiving. So she thought, okay, a nice day, Christmas day, a nice opportunity for showing her charity. And I will share this poor beggar a stomach full of food, nice clothes, some charitable work I will do. She got a good opportunity. Above all, she was alone only. With the father, they were both alone. Okay, that means family not there, and no friends to celebrate the Christmas Eve. So she felt so happy and Christmassy on that morning. She could not get away from the idea all at once. Suddenly, sending him out means again they will be alone. Okay, and that was why she had interceded, means pleaded, requested for the vagabond, means beggar. Vagabond is one who wanders, one who moves from place to place. I am thinking of this stranger here, said the young girl. He walks and walks the whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome and can feel at home. See, think about this man. He is wandering from place to place the entire year, and nowhere he is a welcome guest. Wherever he turns, he is chased away. He is made to run, chase away. Always he is afraid of being arrested and cross-examined. Even police always look with doubt towards the beggars and all wanderers, peddlers, etc. They would check his bag and beat also. If he receives something as gift also, they would doubt it's a stolen thing, and they would beat them and mishandle them. They would never be gentle towards the poor people. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us here. At least let him have one day of peace here in this house. Just one in the whole year. Let him have one day of peace in the entire year. Because the whole year he has been wandering from place to place, selling rat traps and people misbehaving, policemen misbehaving, all chasing him away, all looking down upon him, look with contempt, hate, dislike. See, let him have one day of peace. Let us allow him to be at peace one day and sleep nicely one day. The headmaster mumbled something in his beard. Scratching the beard, he mumbled something. He could not bring himself to oppose her. His daughter's words he could not reject. It was all a mistake, of course, she continued. I know it's a mistake. But anyway, I don't think we ought to chase away a human being whom we have asked to come here. We should not chase away. He is a human being. He is not an animal. We asked him to come here. And whom we have promised a Christmas cheer, Christmas happiness, Christmas celebration. We have promised him a Christmas cheer. Now how can we chase him away? You do preach worse than a person, means a priest who is preaching on the roadside, etc. Okay, now? You are preaching like a person, said the ironmaster. I only hope you won't have to regret this. I hope that you may not have to regret, feel sorry for. Beggar he is now. How can we permit him to be inside our house? How can we trust him? Many things are there, valuable things are there. He may take something and run away. How can we catch him? You won't have to regret this, I expect. The young girl took the stranger by the hand and led him up to the table. How kind she is. She took the man by his hand and led him towards the dining table. Now sit down and eat, she said, for she could see that her father had given in. He had withdrawn his opposition and agreed to her suggestion. The man with the rat traps did not say a word, said not a word. He only sat down and helped himself to the food. He began eating. Time after time, he looked at the young girl who had interceded for him, pleaded, requested for him. Why has she done it? He couldn't understand why the girl should request for on his behalf. What could the crazy idea be? Is there any other danger coming? It is crazy. Idea is there. After that, Christmas Eve, the Ramsjos passed just as it always had. Christmas evening passed by as it was usual. The stranger did not cause any trouble because he did nothing but sleep. He never slept happily. In a nice, warm atmosphere, he was simply sleeping like anything. The whole forenoon, he lay on the sofa in one of the guest rooms and slept at one stretch. Full sleeping he was. At noon, they woke him up so that he could have his share of the good Christmas fare. You see, celebration. But after that, he slept again. It seemed as though for many years he had not been able to sleep as quietly and safely as here at Ramsjo. It seemed that he had never slept in the whole year as he is sleeping now today. Okay, he was so happy, so comfortable house, comfortable room, and he was sleeping like anything, full sleeping. In the evening, when the Christmas tree was lighted, they woke him up again. Christmas tree was lighted. They made him wake up again, and he stood for a while in the drawing room, blinking as though candlelight hurt him. So many candles, lights and all. He was blinking like anything. After that, he disappeared again. 2 hours later, he was aroused for once more. And then he had to go down into the dining room and eat Christmas fish and porridge. Special meal. Okay, Christmas fish and porridge. Something like soup. As soon as they got up from the table, he went around each one present and said thank you and good night. Each one was given him a present. He said thank you and good night. But when he came to the young girl, she gave him to understand that it was her father's intention that the suit which he wore was to be a Christmas present. He was wearing a suit, and the girl told him that this suit is going to be a Christmas present from my father, which means he did not give it back. Okay, he did not have to return it. And if he wanted to spend next Christmas Eve in the place where he could rest in peace and be sure that no evil would befall him, an offer is given. If you want to spend next Christmas Eve here at Ramsjo, you can come back and spend happily one more Christmas Eve. You are invited for next year's Christmas celebration. Yes, the man with the rat traps did not answer anything to this. He did not say anything. It was more than he could believe. He only stared, misglared, looked with wildly opened eyes, and at the young girl in boundless amazement. He couldn't believe. In life he has never received such a hospitality. The next morning, the headmaster and his daughter got up in good season to go to the early Christmas service. Early morning, 25th December, they went to church for Christmas service. The guest was still asleep. He did not wake up. And they did not disturb him. Let him sleep, they thought. When at about 10 o'clock, they drove back from the church. The young girl sat and hung her head even more dejectedly than usual. But when they came back, she was so disappointed. She was bending her head with so much disappointment. Why? At church, she had learned that one of the old crofters of the ironworks, our old farmer from whom our pedal had stolen 30 kronor, had been robbed. In the church, somebody told her that one of the old crofters, now he was working here once upon a time, the farmer. Now he is very old, not able to work. Only one cow is there. Cow is protecting him. It brought him 30 kronor. The entire money is stolen by someone. By a man who went around selling rat traps. Not someone. It was stolen by a man who is moving around the place selling rat traps. So as the word heard rat trap, she understood that her guest is the man who is the robber, who is a thief, who had stolen 30 kronor. And she had sheltered a thief, during that Christmas Eve. Yes, that was a fine fellow you let into the house and the father. You allowed him to be inside. I asked you to send him away now. You allowed him. He's a thief, he's a robber. I only wonder how many silver spoons are left in the cupboard by this time. I am surprised whether he has taken all the valuable things and put in a sack and carry and gone away or not. I am surprised whether he has stolen anything from our house. The wagon had hardly stopped at the front steps when the headmaster asked the valet servant whether the stranger was still there. The moment they came, headmaster asked the servant whether the stranger is there. He added that he had heard at church that the man was a thief. The headmaster told the servant that, do you know, he is a thief, he is a robber. The valet answered that the fellow had gone and that he had not taken anything with him at all. The servant told that the man is gone away, but he did not take anything with him. On the contrary, he had left behind a little package. He did not take anything from the house, but he gave a package which Miss Edla Wilmanson, was to be kind enough to accept as a Christmas present. As a peddler's Christmas present. A gift is given to Edla Wilmanson as a Christmas present. Have mercy to accept this as a Christmas present. The young girl opened the package, which was so badly done up. Not a nice packing. He is not an expert now. And the contents came into the view at once. At a glance, she could understand the content. She gave a little cry of joy. She was so excited, elated, cry of joy. She found a small rat trap, in which she found a small rat trap, and in it lay there 3 wrinkled 10 kronor notes. In that there was 3 10 kronor notes, stolen money. He has left it out, left away. Okay. But that was not all. In the rat trap lay also a letter written in large jagged characters, not good, wrinkled characters. But letter also was there. Honored and noble Miss Wilmanson, honored and noble. Since you have been so nice to me all day long, underline that. You have been so nice to me that good behavior changed me. I have become a different man. As if I was a captain. You treated me just like a captain. See, nice behavior, gentle behavior, just like a captain. I want to be nice to you. I too want to be very nice to you. In return, as if I was a real captain. For I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. I don't want you to be surprised, shocked by a thief on this Christmas day. But you can give back the money to old man on the roadside. Yes, this money 30 kroner, please give to the old man on the roadside, who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for poor wanderers. Actually, it's a bait because he showed that kroner I got tempted, that made me steal that money. Okay, the rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat. The essence of our lesson is this. The rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat. Up to now, I have been living the life of a rat who would have been caught in the world's rat trap. I would have been caught, not caught till now. I mean, if he had not been raised to a captain, had he not been raised to a captain, you have raised me to the level of a captain, so I am not caught in a trap. You see? Because in that way he got power to clear himself. In such a way, he got the ability to clear himself from all kinds of sins. That means I have raised myself to the level of a captain. You made me do that with your nice behavior. You treated me like a captain, so I have raised myself to the level of a captain and I did not get myself caught in that trap. So, the good behavior of Edla Wilmanson, raised him to the level of a captain. He is a changed man, reformed man. The essence, the theme is that evil things can be cleansed, cured only by good things. Okay, na? Yes, not by evil, but only by good things. So, you have raised me to the level of a captain, so I have cleansed myself. I am no more a thief. Had you not raised me to the level of a captain, I would have gone as a thief. One day I will be caught and my life would be gone, lost. Once a criminal, always a criminal. So you have raised me to the level of a captain and I have become a captain. I have cleansed myself. I have become clean and pure. Because in that way, he got power to clear himself. Written with friendship and high regard, Captain Owen Stayhale. Yes, he imagined himself to be a real captain because the girl has raised him to the level of a captain by treating him just like a captain, and I have cleansed myself from all bad things, evil things, and I have raised myself to the level of a captain. Written by Captain Owen Stayhale. This is a story, but there is a wonderful theme behind it. What is that? Bad things, evil things can be cured, rectified only by good things. Goodness only can cleanse evil things. That is a essence, the moral or the theme that the story carries. The rat trap. In 3 videos. I hope you have seen the previous videos. If not, watch them please. Is the rat trap by Selma Lagerlof. Okay, now there can be short answers as well as long answers. Please visit sgkenglish.com. Short answers and as well as long answers are given there. Thank you for watching. Meet you with another video. Goodbye.